possibly stormy conditions out there, it may be a good weekend to go and see a movie. And joining us now is our movie critic, Josh Bell, talking to us about some of the big summer releases. And Josh, this is a relatively big weekend for movies. We've got not only a big Marvel Comics screen star coming to make its debut for the very first time,
yes,
but also Amy Schumer, a very popular comedian, is going to be leading her first film, which is called Trainwreck, and
yes,
that is, of course, hitting theaters today. You've seen these. What did you make of Trainwreck? How did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed Trainwreck. I think, like you said, Amy Schumer is a big rising star in comedy. She has her own sketch comedy series on Comedy Central. And this movie is maybe not quite as bold and different as some of the sketch comedy stuff she does. It's a fairly conventional romantic comedy, just with the gender roles kind of reversed. She plays a journalist who's kind of commitment phobic, and she meets a doctor played by Bill Hader and falls in love. And so you can kind of see where the plot is going with this movie, but along the way, I think it is really funny. It does upend some of the expectations for a movie like this. And I think Amy Schumer is really charming, which people have seen in her talk show appearances, in her stand-up comedy, and on her sketch comedy series. So if you're expecting something super groundbreaking, this may not be the movie for you, but if you like Amy Schumer and you think she's funny, I think there's a lot to enjoy here.
Amy Schumer and Bill Hader are, of course, big names from TV, but they are not movie stars by any means. However, they are going to get some help at the box office with some star power who, again, someone who is not an actor, but LeBron James
yes,
is a big part of this film.
Yes, he is. And there's a lot of athletes in this movie, actually. In addition to LeBron James, who plays sort of Bill Hader's best friend as himself, Maury Stoudemire and a few other athletes are in this movie. And that was something that to me got a little belabored. But if you're a big sports fan, I think you'll get something out of these people kind of poking fun at their own images. So there's that going on here, too. Is
it well placed in the movie, or does it seem forced in the fact that they're trying to get some male viewers to come in and join with the Schumer fans?
At times it is a little forced. Some of it is funny, and I think, if you're a bigger sports fan than I am, you might find it funnier than I did. I think overall, though, the movie is funny, and especially Amy Schumer is really charming and fun to watch. So I did enjoy it. Not all of it works, but overall I think it's a good time.
Gotcha, and of course Ant-Man is the other one that's coming to theaters, and this is also a comedy, which is a bit unusual, a bit of a departure for Marvel.
Yeah.
They're taking a bit of a different tone with this one.
That's true. I mean, there's always been comedy in Marvel movies, and Guardians of the Galaxy, for example, had a lot of comedy to it. And this one has a similar tone, I think, with Paul Rudd, who's known for comedy, playing the main character, this kind of reformed thief who gets this ability to shrink and grow. And it is comedy, but it's also a lot of action. It's a little smaller scale than a lot of the Marvel movies, but I think that's good because they can get repetitive and feel like they're all the same, and this one takes a slightly different approach. Like Trainwreck, not as daring as you might hope it would be, but still an entertaining good time.
Paul Rudd, of course, a comedic actor known for his roles in Anchorman, his debut in Clueless, obviously, but he's getting some help from someone who's got the chops of Michael Douglas. So.
Right, and Michael Douglas is sort of his mentor. He's the previous Ant-Man, and he recruits Paul Rudd's character to become the new Ant-Man and take down this evil technocrat played by Corey Stoll from House of Cards. So it's a familiar superhero story, but again, it doesn't go as big as a lot of these other Marvel movies. You're not getting the destruction of a city or things like that, and I think it's refreshing to see it keep things on a smaller scale, not only because this guy shrinks, but just in the way that the story is told. So I think it'll appeal to superhero fans, but if people are fatigued with the same superhero stuff, they'll also find something to like with it.
So it sounds like 2 positive reviews from Josh Bell.
I know, amazingly enough. I did enjoy both of these movies. I think for the audiences that they're trying to reach, they both succeed, and they're both fun to watch.
I think it's because Jessica's off today that you gave 2 glowing reviews. Josh, thank you so much for coming in. Don't go away. There is plenty more Midday to come right after this. Keep it here.